Dude, this actually works though. Morning, people on watching the review or replay. Just waking up. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this truck issue I'm having, but we'll wait for some people to get up in here real quick. Oh, there's somebody. What's up? I should have got my glasses. Natas, what's up? Let me grab my glasses real quick. Rob, King Mel, what's up, guys? Okay. Doesn't look like my truck. That's for damn sure. I'll be sitting here for a while longer, we'll say that. Don't know, I mean, I got some good news though. I definitely got some good news. But I got some bad news where it's going to cost me, a quite bit of money, we'll say. Lingo, what's up? Jonathan, what's up? So, they hit me up with an estimate. Coffee's good. You got to have coffee. Are you going to bring me some flan too?
No.
Why not?
This is all mine.
You got to share.
Shitter's not caring.
I can tell the wife loves me. She don't want to even bring me any flan. Get in a minute. But let's see here. If you eat all of that, something's wrong.
Yeah. It's delicious.
I know that.
That's what it is.
They hit me up. They sent me an email. They found an exhaust leak that needs to be fixed. And I'm like, well, I kind of already knew about that exhaust leak because the last time it was regenerating, I had smoke coming everywhere around the cab. I mean, it looked like my damn truck was on fire. But other than that, they got to do that. I told them, Big Country says, hi, wifey.
Hi.
I told them that when they pull the motor out, or because they got to pull the motor out no matter what anyways, to look at that clutch. Tell me what kind of shape that clutch is in, and because if it's at least halfway worn down, while they're in there, I might as well change it out to save the labor from pulling it later on in the future, So, oh well, Lingo, if you don't know what happened, man, my truck went down. I broke down up in Wyoming, over there in Laramie. Truck shut off. It wouldn't move. It wouldn't even start. It would just, as soon as you turn the key to crank it over, it'd just make a thud sound. I think I made my last live video about my breakdown still public. I think I put it back up there. So instead of me going into full detail of exactly what happened, feel free to check that out. But basically, I blew the motor up in it. And the short story-wise, anyways. But more detail is over there, of course. But I told them, while they have the motor out, check on the clutch. Whatever. Feed me like a baby, I don't care. It's still a good flan. I don't know why you grabbed that small-ass fork, though.
For you to not eat it that fast.
But, anyways, let's see here. So they pull out the motor. Well, I don't even know if the motor's all the way out yet. I really don't. I called them this morning. They said that they are putting in a new motor. They're dealing with Cummins. They're putting a full reman motor in it. So that's a good thing. That's great on my end. That'll save me in the long run. It is covered under warranty, thank God. So basically, if any of you guys are lease purchase drivers, and you guys have a Cummins that's like a 14 or 15, maybe even a 16, who knows? I don't know if they still had that problem back then, or this new. They found out the issue with what happened to my truck, or at least they believe this is the main issue. What happened? Yeah, I'm glad it's covered. On the fuel pumps back in 15, 16, Cummins had a big issue with their fuel pumps. They have these little tappet things in there going out. And what they do is when they go out, they break apart and they send metal shavings all throughout your whole entire motor. So some of you guys might have heard about that. I actually never did. So when they told me about it, I was clueless. But then when I talked to another shop guy about it. He goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I thought they got it all fixed and all that." Well, according to the mechanic, since I have a Stevens transport truck, Stevens went through and they did the recall on those because those are recall parts. What's up, Barry? The video is making you hungry for some reason. Well, you got some wonderful flan and coffee and cigarettes. I mean, what else do you really need? I mean, you're all set up right there. So when those fuel pumps go out, like I said, metal shavings go out through the motor. Sorry, I lost track of what I was talking about.
The other mechanic.
They did the Stevens Transport did the recall on that part. So he looked at it because he told me, it's like, well, they got this little push rod in there, yada, yada, yada. And if it moves back and forth, that means they did the recall. That means it's an aftermarket part. I'm like, all right, well, they did the recall, but yet the new part that they put in is still failing. So if you have a Cummins motor in your truck and you're lease purchase or you're buying a truck or from a dealer or whatever the case may be, I would say every 100,000 or so, I would go get those. Either go and have them check those tablets on that fuel pump yourself, have them check them or do them yourself. All you gotta do is pull off the fuel pump; they're right there. Because you definitely don't want that metal going through that motor. It'll cost you a motor. Now, granted, Cummins is covering mine, but I don't know if that was because I was still in the warranty factor of it, or if they just felt bad because they think that that's the problem, and even their recall didn't fix the problem. I don't know. So, Detroit. Yeah. Detroit for the win. Detroit's a good motor, but I like my Cummins more than anything, though. Don't be jealous there, Carolina. You're sitting at home, too, for a while. But I know we'll leave that up for you to make a video about later. But, hence the little plug-in right there. But, other than that, I mean, I'm glad it's covered under warranty. I just got to find out. Yeah, the N14 is the best. But I got to find out what they're doing as far as clutch work. I'm gonna talk to CDN and see if they want to front me up the money for the clutch and all that good stuff and go from there. It is, Barry. It is all his fault. But other than that, the motor's covered. Thank God. That saves me, 30 grand, 25 grand, something like that, whatever it may cost. The clutch is going to cost me $2 grand, and that's fixing the clutch or replacing the clutch and doing the. Well, okay then. That's replacing the clutch and fixing the exhaust gasket for $2 grand, so it's not too bad. Because they only got $150, I think it was, for labor on that. And that's basically, I guess, just to take apart the clutch or something. I don't know. Cat motors are way better than the N14. I don't know, man. That N14 motor, that thing was built strong. You could try to blow it up, and it ain't gonna happen. I think that's why they stopped putting them in trucks. Barry says he don't want no more chocolate. He's good.
Chocolate?
Yeah, the chocolate bars.
Until next year.
Yeah, next year, Barry, you can get some more. As you can see, there's Leia. She wants to say hello to everybody, I guess. Got a 550 cat. Cats are good. They're a strong pulling motor, that's for sure. No. Are you jealous? Is that why you're up here? You want food? Yeah, she's gotten big, dude. I mean, granted, I'm sitting down and she's standing up on the chair next to me, but Darren says hi. Say hi, Darren.
Boo, Darren, boo.
Exactly. Finally, somebody cute, right? You gotta keep watching my ugly mug. This is a husky. I got a husky and I got a little Jack Russell pug mix. That's Mel. This one's Leia. Mel is around here somewhere. I know he's begging for food, so.
No, he's actually asleep.
Oh, he went back to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, if we're sitting at the table or whatever, he's up here begging for food. But he's a Jack Russell and Pug mix. He's all black. Oh, here he is.
Hi.
Come here, Mel.
He has the food.
Come here.
Fatso.
Oh, you're a fat ass. This one's Mel. He's 10 or 11. No.
He's 10.
Yeah, he's 10
I'm about
now.
to be 11.
Hey, he'll be 11 here soon. But he's a little fatty.
No.
He's too fat for his own good, that's for sure. There you go. All right, man. I'll hit you up in a little bit, Darren.
No, we won't.
Let you know what's going on, shit like that. I mean, basically, I just updated everybody, but if you didn't catch it for some reason or whatever,
Rewatch it.
we'll chat. You know that. But
No, we won't.
the wife's getting jealous of you and Barry both calling me, taking all my time. But other than that, Darren says, "You love him. Don't lie."
No, I don't. He didn't want to buy me my Build-A-Bear.
You got enough Build-A-Bears.
I don't care. I want another one.
As far as when it'll be done, I'm not sure yet. I just got off the phone with them today. Actually, right before I started this live feed, just to try to get any kind of last minute, quick updates. They said all they told me is that they're definitely doing a full reman motor in it. All right, Darren. They're doing the full reman. Don't, stupid dog. But they gotta get a list of all the parts that they need and find out where everything's coming from, and then once they do that, they're gonna shoot me off an email, so that way I can plan my way from coming from my house back up to Wyoming to go pick up the truck. Now, exactly how that's gonna be done, I still have no clue. I don't know if I'm gonna try to catch a ride with some drivers up to like my yard, maybe passing by, and then go from my yard out. Or fly up to Denver and have a cousin of mine give me a ride up to Cheyenne. I don't know yet. It's all hard to say. Don't know exactly what we're doing yet. Depends on time frame of when it's going to be done. Darren loves everybody. He's just a big hoe. As long as you pay him money, he'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Darren?
I'll give him chocolate.
It's got the Eaton Fuller 13 speed. Well, it's technically a 9 speed, but they upgraded it to the 13. They put the the little air box on the back to adapt it back up to a 13. Because I guess these big companies like Knight and Stevens and that, they order them as 13 speeds, but then they lower them down to 9 speeds to train people on how to drive, and then then go back up. Hey, you never know. Hell, my truck's done, Barry. By the time you pick up your load from Cali, you never know. I might have to have you squeeze by here and come grab me and then roll up to Chicago. It might be done about that same time, too. Especially by the time you get out there, find another load, and get back out this way. It should probably be about time for me to get over there. Stay down. Down. Melmo, you down, too. Down. Down. Oh, really? So you're finally getting your woman back. Congratulations. Oh, definitely not, Lingo. Definitely not.
What does Darren wants to give you his bill?
That wasn't Darren. That was Lingo.
Darren.
No, that was Lingo. That says Lingo Truck right there.
Oh.
Carolina Ghost is Darren.
Whatever.
So we're gonna go around, pay some more bills today, and go from there. Yeah, 3 months, dude. That's a long time, dude, to be without your girl. I give you credit because I wouldn't have been able to do it. But see, Barry, here's the TV you needed in your truck, right? Let me turn this thing around right quick. There's the TV you needed in your truck. Put that thing up on the sleeper, boy, you'll be set.
Go away, lad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm definitely doing the clutch now. I mean, they told me that the clutch springs and that are, they're wearing out. So it's like, if they're already wearing out, might as well get them changed. You know what I mean? Especially while they're in there. That's too big. It's only a 7. What did we get? A 75 inch or a 70 inch?
Then you got an 80.
No, that's not an 80. I wanted the 80, but they.
Oh, then it was a 75.
I think I got a 75 inch, something like that. That would fit, dude. You'd have to take out the top bunk and just mount it up there on that back wall. You know what I mean? I have nothing but TV up in that bunk. Well, yeah. You're jealous because I'm talking to other people? What? What's the biggest TV you can put in a 680? If you're using the stock mount and the stock location, I had a 32 inch in there, and it was basically about as big as I could go. You might be able to, a 35 inch maybe, but it would probably be rubbing the cupboards and all that. A 32 inch fits perfectly in there for the size. You know, it takes up all the room that you need. So obviously I use my same 32 inch in the Peterbilt. But a 32, you might be able to squeeze a 35. A 40, I can tell you right now, definitely will not fit. Not in the stock location. At least I'm pretty sure it wouldn't fit. I'd be really surprised if it did. But for you to be able to turn it the way you need to turn it and stuff like that, I don't think it'll happen. Because my 32 is big enough. Yeah, Barry's got a 43 up in his truck. How did I mount it? In what? In the 680 or in the Peterbilt?
He made damage to the thing.
My wife's over here saying, if you're asking about the Peterbilt, I damaged the truck to install my TV. Basically, on the Peterbilt, what I did is I took the mount out of my Kenworth. So I had the good mount for it. Okay, on the Kenworth, it has a mount. You have your table behind your passenger seat. And you got that wall between the cupboard here and the cupboard up top. And there's a wall mount there. You mount your TV like this and you can rotate the TV. How was I able to rotate that one? It's almost like a full motion mount. So I mean, say my cigarette pack is a TV. You could rotate the TV out this way and all the way around so you can see it from the driver's seat, or turn it flat against, like the bunk so you can spin your passenger seat around to look at it. So what I did is I took that mount out of the KW, because of where the TV mount was at in the Peterbilt. You have a cupboard here, and then you have your TV mount over here, and there was literally that much space. There might have been a foot. It would have held probably like a 22-inch TV, maybe something like that, because there wasn't much room from where it would bolt up to the TV to where it would hit the cupboard. So I took that mount completely out. Don't be quiet. And went and I took the TV mount, and on my side of the cupboard, for quiet. If you never had a husky, they're very talkative. They'll talk back to you all the time. But my cupboard, where my closet and all that stuff's at, I mounted that TV mount right flat against that. So now what I can do is I can turn my TV at an angle. If my bunk is folded, my top bunk is folded up in half, I have just enough clearance for my 32 inch to be able to spin to be able to spin my TV out to where I can see it from the bunk, or from the bottom bunk. Or if I move it around a little bit more, then I can spin it all the way, almost get it to where I can see it perfectly at a straight on view from the driver's seat. Not the passenger seat, because the cupboard gets in the way from where it bends. But other than that, it's pretty good. Once I get back to the truck, I plan on doing a a video of how I got it all set up. Where do you get a good mount? You can, I mean, hell, you can buy a mount from Walmart. You can buy a mount from Harbor Freight. We got a store down in my town over here. What's that store called? The Bargain Hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a store called Bargain Hunt or something similar to that. They buy a bunch of overstocked items from other stores, bring them in and put them down at marked down prices and stuff like that. They currently have mounts for up to I think it's up to a 50-inch. All right, so we're back. The app just wanted to force close on me. Let me know if you guys are all in here. So hold on, yeah, no shit, Barry. You know that, but you don't have a plate. Is it called Ollie's Bargain Hunt?
No.
No, that's no.
Bargain
Ollie's is
Hunt.
the other place, huh?
Yeah.
It's not an Ollie's Bargain Hunt, but they're basically the same
Thing.
They're basically like the same thing. What this one is say they get a bunch of TVs in the store. I'll get on that KW in just a minute. After whatever they get in store, right? So they got TVs in store. They just got them from their main supplier or whatever, from Walmart or Best Buy or whatever, right? It doesn't really matter where they got them from. What's up, Daniel? What they do is those TVs will be priced at a certain price. They'll sit on the shelf for 30 days? It's like 30 or 60 days, something like that. And then after said time, every 10 days after that time, they start getting a 10% deduction. So you can, if something sits on that shelf for, I think it's like
90
6
days.
No, I think it was like 6 months. At 6 months' time, if something's still sitting on the shelf, it's like 90% off. Now, obviously, I've went in there and I've noticed either they've gotten that exact same item new again with the same damages, or they just put a new label on it to renew the price on higher priced items. But we've gotten I bought my wife the what did we get from them? The washer or the dryer? We got the washer.
The washer.
I bought my wife a washer from them. It retails at Best Buy and most electronic places, that sell home appliances and stuff. It's roughly $1,000 washer. At the time that I bought it, Electronic Express and Best Buy had them on sale for $800. I picked it up for $560. It was originally priced at $650, I think, and got it for like 20% off, something like that. I ended up paying like $560 for it. So I'm like, hey, great, got a nice good washer and basically for half price. So and then the only bad thing was then I had to go out and buy the actual the matching dryer that and pay full price for that. That was $900 some odd. But the wife's happy. She's got a good washer and dryer that's going to last her for the next 25, 30 years, hopefully. I don't have to spend that kind of money again. And plus they're Samsung. So I'm if you guys really know me, I like my Samsung stuff. So
unfortunately.
She's an iPhone lover. iPad. All that crap that you can't do shit on other than talk, text, or view shit on the internet. But she finally laid down and went to sleep. iPhone does suck. And I'll tell you what, honestly, I would go back to an iPhone, right? And this is the only way that I would ever go back to an iPhone. Is if iPhone would allow you to download anything you want to your phone, just like I can do on my cell phone, on my tablets. I can download any computer program. I can download anything to my phone, so then I can transfer it to my computer or install it on my phone. Apple, unfortunately, doesn't do that. You obviously got to go through iTunes, and then if it's not a recognized app or if it's a hacked app that you download for free because you don't want to pay for it, as soon as you hook it up to iTunes, they delete the damn thing. So it's like, what's the point?
Point is for you to be a good citizen.
Yeah. Your wife's an iPhone freak too? Alright, Kevin, give me just a second. Yeah, my wife's being camera shy. Here you go. Let's see.
No.
She's ducking out of the way. She's like, nope.
I just woke up. Leave me alone.
She don't want to get on camera. She ain't got her hair done or nothing. She's all just sitting here and... We got a ponytail? Oh, no, a bun. She's drinking coffee. We just woke up. But, alright, so to go back on what happened with the Kenworth. The Kenworth, there was actually nothing wrong with that damn truck. Oh, I take that back. I had a water leak. She says the driver. I had a water leak on it, but the only time it would leak water or antifreeze, whatever you want to consider it, is when it was below 32 degrees outside. And that was after I shut off the truck, then it would leak. If it was above 32, it wouldn't leak a drop for some reason. I don't know. Couldn't exactly find out exactly where it was leaking from either. Never got underneath the truck enough to look at it. But it didn't drip that much. Other than that, I had a slight wiring issue again. My headlight switch went back out on me again. So basically, once I would turn on my lights, my parking lights would stay on all the time until I either triggered the truck by cycling the key, or after a while, even that didn't work. They just stayed on. So I had to unplug the switch. I had to pull the dash apart, unplug the switch, plug it back in order to get the lights to turn out. But other than that, I got tired of Quality's lease and their payments and how much everything was costing me and all that crap. So I turned it in, and now with what happened with the Peterbilt, I don't know honestly if I still made a good move or not, because I didn't physically have anything majorly wrong with the Kenworth. It was running great, had a lot of power, everything else. But then again, with this Peterbilt, I'm getting a brand new motor in it. So, I mean, beneficial, I think I'm still better off to have the Peterbilt because, one, the truck rides a lot better than the Kenworth does. Two, I have a brand new motor, fresh on a lease, you know what I mean? So, it's like having a brand new truck basically all over again. Other than having the mileage, so I'm going to have DEF issues and stuff like that here in the future. But other than that, pretty much said and done. Let's see. Where are we at here? Android phones and more. Daniel, I've never had a virus on my any of my Android devices. You can actually install any software or antivirus software on your phone or tablet through Android. You can get the AVG for Android. It's a free antivirus software. Works great. I run it on all my computers and everything else. Let's see here. Where else we at? What's the water pump? Well, the water pump is what pumps the water throughout the motor, but that's not what was leaking on mine. Oh, really? Well, damn, lingo. Water pump is a handle you push down. Push up and down while you're driving to cook. Fucking Barry. Yeah, water pump does have a weep hole. But see, where mine was leaking from, it wasn't in the water pump area. Or I would have definitely been checking that out. And Kevin says he's never had any viruses. Okay, so Kevin, let me know real quick. Do you know why my Peterbilt is in the shop? Have you watched my last video of why it broke down or whatever happened with that? Or are you just saying that you missed what I've updated on today of where we're sitting at? Let me know. Why? Light me up another cigarette. I have a 2018 Peterbilt. Tennessee, did you have do you have the Packard motor in that, or do you have the Cummins motor in that one? Kevin said yes. Kevin, okay, so yeah, I'm taking it. Yes, you saw my previous video. Okay, so basically with the update, they are replacing the whole entire motor. They're not just doing the long block like we were thinking originally. Packard, there's your problem right there. Packard is just as bad as MaxxForce, as far as I'm told. I've never driven a Packard motor. I've always had Cummins. So I couldn't. I don't have any personal experience in it, but I've had Max Forces before when I was a company driver, and yeah, those things suck. But as far as PACCAR goes, I've heard they're just as bad. But update on the truck real quick, just in case anybody else is new in here that didn't catch the update earlier. They're putting a whole entire reman motor in it. They're trying to locate the motor and the parts and all that to put the motor in. So I'll be down until they can find that. Got you there, Kevin. I'm doing it right now. I know this is a little bit of a delay, but they're putting a reman motor in it. They advised me to change the clutch out, which I already kind of told them to make sure they check it and tell me what kind of condition it's in, because while they got everything apart, it's cheaper on me to have them replace the clutch now than wait a month or two down the line when it goes out, and now I'm spending more money and labor for them to drop the transmission and do all that when I got all the labor covered right now. So most likely we're going to go ahead and throw a clutch in it because they said it is badly worn. Springs are starting to crack and all that good stuff on it. So we're going to replace that. What?
I'm just giving you a dirty look just to break you from whatever thought you had.
Mm-hmm. It didn't work. But we're going to put the clutch in it. They found an exhaust leak that needs to be fixed, which I kind of knew roughly that I knew it had an exhaust leak because when it was regenning, all the smoke would come up and around my cab and all that. Most likely it's probably a flex pipe that busted, like on my 387 I had. But other than that, just update, warranty's covering the motor, the full complete motor. The only thing I'll be responsible for right now is replacing the clutch if I decide to do it, and fixing the exhaust leak. Even if I decide to do that, I could just tell them to put it back together like it is and deal with that stuff later. But the exhaust leak, they want to charge me $80 to fix it. All it is a C-clamp and another part of a pipe. And then, obviously, the clutch is the clutch. But that one I'm definitely going to get to.
Don't die.
What's up, Big Billy? Yeah, no emissions. I wish I had no emissions, but then I couldn't go to California. And I do that all the time, so it wouldn't work for me. All right there, Daniel. Thanks for stopping by. We've been live here for 33 minutes now. So I know the wife wants to get up and get going and go pay some bills and all that stuff. So
I want steak.
You want steak?
Yep.
I sold one of my cars to kind of support me while I'm at home. But no, Jay, I actually came home. I had my dad and my brother drive up. The weekend that I broke down, actually, I had my dad and my brother drive up, pick me up, and we came back down here to the house. So I will be sitting here at the house until they get the motor in to Peterbilt over there. And once I get the motor in, then I'll find a way back up there, whether it be driving, flying, catching a ride with somebody, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm just sitting here at home and
being mean to the wife.
According to the wife, I'm being mean to her. I'm ignoring her, and
because Darren and Barry.
Mainly because Carolina, Ghost, and Barry. They won't leave me alone. They always want to be on the phone, so she's getting jealous. But
you won't buy me a steak.
Yeah. Barry's over here laughing.
Never Barry. And Darren, I don't care.
So Barry, you're gonna get a load from Cali going home, right? Barry says, "Should I call now?" Well, if you call now, you'll interrupt the live feed, so you can't really do that. And my other phone's sitting over in my bag over there, and it's turned off right now, so you couldn't even call on that one.
He's not smart enough.
She's over here calling you done there, Barry.
Seriously?
Yep, I blew the smoke right at you. I love you. But alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this real quick, and because I got bills to go take care of, and
before the minions get
might have to go buy me some real coffee, because house coffee ain't the same as Starbucks coffee.
No, because this one is decent price.
Yeah, because this one's not $6. But,
This is why he's not in a budget. This is why you don't come home for weeks at a time. Because you ruin my budget.
I don't ruin your budget. I send you money every week. And you pay the bills.
In a budget.
Exactly.
You buying coffee for $6 is not in a budget.
Oh, I never did see your comment there, Barry. Let's see here. Oh, you just said your call. Okay. Let me know. Are you getting a load straight to your house then, or not to your house, but are you grabbing that Jersey load or something, or what? Barry says sell some more chocolate. then you'll make the money you need. Trying to get the MA load. Well, if you want to plan it, Barry, to where you can swing by my house, let me know. I'll have you drop the trailer over here in town, and we'll put those quarter fenders on your truck too while you're here. Add some nice little shiny chrome stuff to your truck. And it's not too far out of your way depending on which way you go. If you run, 40 over to 81, you'll be going 60 miles out of route. That's it. But you'd have to go the way I tell you to go, or it'll be more than 60 miles. And actually, it might not even be out of route going that way. Especially if you're running light. If you're running a really light load, definitely swing by my place, and I'll get you. I'll get you going another way that you won't even technically be going out of route.
That's gonna be our kid. He's bothering their father.
But yeah. But we'll be in touch there, Barry. Just let me know once you get your load, and we'll go from there. See where you're going and stuff like that. And then I don't know if Rob's still in here or not, but if Rob's in here, may hit you up to give me a ride back up to the yard and out to the west to Wyoming or something. We'll figure something out.
Baby, can I do this in the house?
You're not growing veggies in the house.
Why not?
Because you got a full backyard back there to grow all the veggies you want.
It's outside. It's cold and rainy.
Exactly. It rains, it waters it for you, so that way they don't have to die relying on you to give them water.
But I want the inside one.
Oh well. But
You're mean.
I have cigarettes out. I go drain my pond again because it keeps filling up because of all this rain. I go put the tarp over it. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for stopping by. I'll go ahead and keep this live feed up for a little bit. I know I normally put them in private just because to interact, you got to be here, obviously. But this one being the update, I'll go ahead and probably leave it up for a while. Yeah, talk to you later since you're leaving. Yeah, he's watch for everything call right when it's Overwatch. Just to piss you off.
I will answer and then hang up. Leave me alone!
Yeah, she got on camera for you there, Barry. But yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Everybody out there, what's up, McGee?
Just because of that.
What's wrong with the truck, Jeff? Quick update. Had the truck for 16,000 miles. I blew the motor. For that, go back to my other video, my other live feed, breaking down in the new truck. That'll give you all the details about what happened with that one. Quick story short of what happened with this video. Warranty covered everything for the motor. The only thing I got to pay for is a clutch and an exhaust leak. But as far as when it's going to be done, we're still up in the air about because they're still trying to hunt down all the parts for the motor.
And so far, the wife wants me out.
And the wife wants me out. I don't know why. She's just trying to talk shit. But, alright guys, so, as always, stay safe, keep that shiny side up. We'll catch you guys on the next one and make that money. See you guys later.